そうか。ん？
五郎は
しかし、
隊長。そがいに慌てて。
もしや、
まだ確証は。なんでだ。
詳しい場所はわかるか？心配するな。隊長。
踊れら。うちの大社で。
てっきり野良犬。
バカ。違うんですよ、駒村隊長。俺たちはそこの怪しいやつから
そうであったか。
分かって。
たった今、五郎が全てをその者は五郎を野良犬と思い害をなそうとした貴公らから身を挺して守っている。わしは五郎、それに彼は黒崎一護の手伝いも五郎、このわしをたばかろうとは。
Do I get to face them? I get to face them. Awesome sauce. They allow me to hand these hands as my favorite puppy dog. You know, did I tell you that I like human and I like human characters that are like animals? One guy. Don't run, ho. Yep.
すまぬ。迷惑サドだ。7番隊。しかし現世で俺もそうか。すまない。気にすることはない。わしも聞こうとゆっくり話ができてよかった。よければ。
No, forgot I took some medicine and then it came up the wrong pipe. Bitter. But no, in Bleach, there's like this wolf character. He's like a wolf captain. And I'm like, yes, Bleach. Yes. And I'm like, I never realized he was a. I didn't realize. Oh, you mean the one that wears like a little headpiece? Yeah. Like, yeah, he's pretty badass. Like, mm-hmm. Yeah, because the way they do the story in this, they start from the beginning and they work their way. You do like pretty much the fights and stuff, but they work their way through the story to pretty much tell a story and still have the fights. And I'm like, damn. But yeah, I swear, if Bleach is not the definition of anime titties, like goddamn. Uh-huh. Well, if you want to talk, well, if you always want to go that route, we can always talk about My Hero Academia, where the one teacher literally has ginormous boobs, and you're just like, damn, okay. Wish this was my teacher. The fuck? But no, all the characters in Bleach were pretty cool. Um, but you gotta love Japanese people because they're like big boobs, short skirts. And then I love Ichigo whenever he puts the hollow mask on and he's fighting between his demons. Like he's like, look, I won't let you take over my personality. But hey, I only bought the game because it was on. Well, I can't say I only bought it because it was on sale. But I bought it one because it was on sale. Two, I bought it because I'm like, bruh, I need another fighting game. That's not. I love Dragon Ball Z, but my fighting games consist of Dragon Ball Z, this game, Street Fighter, Tekken. Yeah. They got me funny because they got most of the transformations in this game too. And funny because the scientist, the mad scientist, is one of those playable characters too. Gotta love it, right? I look forward to seeing the other characters they add in the game. But if you want to talk, but you want to talk about favorite character, the old man with the beard. Something about old men in anime characters, they just happen to be strong as fuck. Like damn, huh? No, actually, the one in Bleach was unfortunately was not a pedophile. I bet or sorry, not a pedophile. He wasn't a perp. They do, but I wonder how strong he would have been against Master Roshi. Because you know, Master Roshi be like, "Did you forget I'm buff?" And I'm like, bruh. But no, I think some animes do have those P words, and I'm like, bruh. I'm like, do you want to? You deserve to be put in a place. Only thing I wish Bleach would have, like, Dragon Ball Z would be charging up. That would be cool. Okay. But there is one game that I'm looking forward to. It's a Marvel fighting game. It's called Tokyo something. But I played the beta for it. It's pretty cool. I look for it when it comes out. It's called Tokyo. It's called Tokyo. Give me a second. I could be saying it wrong. Knowing me. Like I said, I played the beta for it. Tokyo. Marvel. Oh, sorry, I said it wrong. It's not Tokyo. It's called Token Fighting Souls. Yeah, I played the beta for it. Cause I'm part of PlayStation's beta program. That the few characters that you play as was Captain America, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, Storm, Miss Marvel, and a few other ones. Ha! I was playing my one game yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And so, I'm over here like, I'm like, I wasn't playing Bleach. I was playing the other game. I was like, bruh. I said, are y'all really playing me like this? Yeah, no, I don't have no health potions. No health potions. And y'all keep having enemy spawn. Are y'all trying to send me back to my last save point? And then by the sheer grace of game logic, I finally found the girl that I could save with, and I'm like, finally. I said, don't do this to me, game. That's the that's the that's the, that's the worst. But yeah, well, I've been trying to get my game library up lately. A game that looks actually pretty cool that I've seen. Oh, I have played the second one. Um, Monster Hunter Worlds. No, Monster Hunter Stories. That they made a third one. It looks good. It's kind of like it's kind of like Pokemon, but then it's not Pokemon. Um, but it's pretty cool because what you do is you find, unlike the original Monster Hunter Worlds and Monster Hunter Stories, you go out, you try to find these eggs, you hatch the eggs, and then you get a chance of them turning into like certain certain beasts, and then you're able to find rare dungeons, super rare dungeons where you get super rare beasts. Yeah,
染めの舞月城残念だったな
but today has actually I don't know why, but my brain has been off today because I've keep forgetting
しかしまずいんじゃ
every time I look at this, look at the I don't know, because but no, back to like I was saying. So yeah, my job, since I've been there for like 9 years, I kind of have a set schedule
ああ
to a degree.
いただ
Yeah,
きます
my schedule's set in stone. Um, which also means I hardly have to take a picture of my schedule because because mine's like set, engraved,
久
and
しぶりに食べたが
yeah.
変わらないな
Now, only time I actually gotta look at my schedule is when,
いくらでも食べられそうだな
if by any chance they say, hey, if they actually say, hey, did you look at your schedule? Or if my coworkers say, hey, do you have a picture of the schedule? And I'm like, yeah, I got you. But I love all my, I love my cowork. The only thing that makes my job a lot easier at my job, and the best way to explain it. Okay, so I am the car. Okay, so my original title before they changed it was car buyer. Then they changed it to car buyer to intake specialist. So I buy cars from people. We check the cars, etc., etc. So each car we buy, we run through the stolen vehicle, the North Carolina stolen vehicle database, and the thing will tell us whether the car is stolen or not. So we got to run every car through that before we can purchase it. So if that's ever down, I can't buy no individual. I can't buy any cars that's individuals try to sell. And what was that? Was it what day was New Year's Day? That was a Thursday? No. That was yeah, it was a Thursday. So Thursday, since DMV was, I think the people in the DMV were just not there. So the system was down. I had a bunch of people waiting at the gate. Couldn't do anything with the cars. So I had about roughly 15, 16 cars that I know I had to process by the time the following day came. Then got not really slammed, but I got kind of slammed. Um, and yeah, it's interesting. But I do look forward to my 10 years because I'm just like, I get to watch. And then, each month too, each month they have us do certain like training and stuff, video training. not saying that I think my job. Okay, so my job kind of try to kind of tries to be strict to what you can wear, what you can't wear type thing. But then I also look at them like, if a customer's not complaining, why do you care what we technically wear as long as we're wearing the shirt that says pull apart? Because they don't want us wearing like sweatpants and stuff. But I'm like, would you rather us be comfortable or would you rather us not be comfortable? Because they want us to wear like jeans, slacks, khakis. Yeah. Um, and then like only pull apart approved headwear, stuff like that. Which I look like this. If I'm doing my job, if customers aren't complaining, then I get it. But then I'm like, if we're wearing, as long as we're wearing our shirts that says that we're gonna pull apart, what's the problem? But then they also have a thing that says, hey, if you have to go out in production area, wear the production gear, but take it off when you take it off when you come back in. And I'm like, do you not know how cold it gets? I'm like, it's a lot. And as I was looking at the video, I'm just like, I don't do half of this stuff anyway. Yeah. It always makes me wonder, out of like curiosity, kinda. It always makes me wonder, is the one little girl from Bleach that was with the other guy, was she actually a little girl or was she just yes. Okay, just wondering. I had to ask because I'm like, oh, okay. The only reason I asked because it was like a scene where like um where like where she's playing tag with uh what's his name, Renjay, the one with the sword that turns into the serpent, and I'm just over here like, huh? Is she a little kid? The probably the most powerful little kid there. Huh? But people don't realize it. They actually made a. I like this Bleach game, but I do wish they would have made like a open world Bleach game too. That'd be pretty cool. Yes. Oh, if they give me a Dynasty Warrior one, it'd be all over. You couldn't tell me nothing in the. Exactly, because you don't realize how many times I play it. Exactly. Because, like, it was. Because I have that on my Switch, Pirates Warrior 4. And the one dragon guy. And the one dragon guy, he's like badass. And I'm just like, damn. And when they released Gear 5, I was just like, okay. See, the thing I like about Dynasty games are that at a certain point, whenever they do DLC for it, some of the original Dynasty games, it got to the point where they released like they could either make your character overpowered overpowered. Cause with the pirate, yeah, cause well that too, but and what was it? One of the um Samurai Dynasty Warrior games. They had it to where they had like the DLC weapons from like a pack, and they were just overpowered. Um, Now One Piece wise, no, One Piece just had characters. Now there was certain characters that were overpowered, but you still had to upgrade them to become that of what they were. Um, uh huh. Exactly, because especially when you go back through it and you did like the free play thing, it's like okay, I love doing free play.
代わりにではあるが、私が紹介できる店をいくつか教
Gotcha.
えてやろう。よろしいのですか？うん。ありがとうござい
I
ます。
I forgot I was supposed to be playing my word feud game. Ah shit. Yes, I play a word game too. Whee. No, it's just that I play a word game and after a certain period of time, if you don't move, it will time me out and resign, and I'm just like, huh. Um, ha. And you know the funny thing is, I just realized one of my biggest policies that we really kind of don't really. So it seems like most jobs they have their biggest thing is cell phones. Um, for us, we it's like we do, but we don't. Um, because it's like, but then I realized too, most of the time we use our cell phones to help customers out too, which I don't think the job realizes that sometimes. And I'm like, bruh, don't you see we're helping customers out? Now I get it if we're just lollygagging on our cell phones. H, hi Kai, and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, HAIM. Oh, yay, perfect word. H. I set myself up for failure. I know I did. Okay, cool. Now back to my game. But I like the graphics in this game. It's just prestige. But the games, you noticed I was looking at the games that were on like the wish wish list, not wish list, but wish list type thing. And I get when people say a lot of their games that you see on there look like they're AI generated. But I'm just like, bruh, so many games that I saw that I was like, I think there was only like 3 games that interested me, and I was like, okay. The rest I was like, I'm not a kid, even though I'll play this anyway somehow on Fortnite. But you know what I also realized too? I saw a lot of games on there that you would see on like when playing like phone games and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, interesting. Like, yeah, but you know, it's funny when you know that Raikua is a female, but then she's one of the few females that you can't tell she's a female until she's wearing like the school uniform type thing, and I'm like, bruh, yes. I'm like, woman. I'm like, does that cloak make you not reveal your, which, don't get me wrong. I don't blame her, because,
幻の酒だって。なんだいそりゃ。
ルコン街の酒場
was it his
で
dad or his
め
mom?
ったにこちらには出回らないのですが、泣けるほど絶品だそうで。
Ah, so that's how he was able to kinda steal her powers from.
協力隊長が自ら行かれるのですか？ご所望でしたら。
いいんだよ。自分ででも。
わかりました。そういうことでしたら。
ルコン街のしかし妙だね。よほどって。
Hmm. Oh, let's not talk about that. Was that? Are we talking about? Are, are we talking about the one where them skeletons were after him, and or the hollows were after him, and he ended up getting this golden half form, like, and it's just like, and then after a while, the armor slowly fell off of him, and they were back out to chasing his ass.
じゃあ僕のを売ってくれるかい？
協力隊長。
いやまだこんなところに協力隊長がいるわけがねえ。そっくりさんかなんかだろう。
I'm not gonna lie. Let Dragon Ball Z cross to a cross universe with Bleach once. Like, I would love to see Goku with a hollow mask. But actually, no, because Goku would have too much pride to use a hollow mask. Vegeta, on the other hand, would do it in a heart.
なんだか久しぶりに頭にきちゃったよ。
How about Vegeta? So then he would be one of the Quincy's then probably. So so he'd be he'd be more a Quincy then type thing. But then he also would let someone. It's funny because even in the show, he was like Android 7. Well, Super in the Super show, 17 blasted the person, and he's still 17. One of the rules is you gotta let people power up first. 17 was like bullshit. Exactly, 17 was like bullshit. I want to get rid of him now. I'm like, see, 17. No, but the thing was, another character came out of the blue too. He was like, official anime rules. You cannot interrupt someone's power up. And I'm just like, bruh. Bruh. Exactly. Yeah, but then you gotta think which Superman, because if Superman got the or one of Superman, I think Superman Prime, either Superman Prime or Superman, the Golden Superman could easily defeat Goku. Um, but it does depend. But then it depends. But then it depends. Can Goku destroy a sun? We already know he can destroy the moon. Planet, but could he destroy the sun? Time to pull out the good old AI. That's when you just need Piccolo's clothes being. Unless you, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Can Goku destroy the sun? Could Goku destroy the sun? Yes, later version Goku. Yeah. But then I wonder, would Superman become something different? Well, it depends because it depends on what Superman you're talking about. Because I think there's one Superman that I don't think needs the sun. Um, at, yes, which Superman does not need the sun to get his powers? Uh, no. Oh yeah, one of the no. One of yeah, only Superman is the one from the TV series. Unfortunately, one from the TV, the one from the TV series. The Superman. He said Superman doesn't always need the yellow sun. It's the one from Legends of Tomorrow TV series. So that would have been the one that would have been the one that when they introduced Supergirl. Yeah, that one. Oh, well, he needs the sun, but but he doesn't always need the sun. Yeah, because it said in this one, it said, especially after Brainiac 5 created a device to negate red sun radiation, letting him keep his powers even when weakened by red suns, or even getting power boost from blue suns, showing a version adapting beyond just yellow sun deficiency. Exactly. Um, uh, I guess the thing is, which Superman could defeat Goku? So it says Superman Prime 1 million, Pre-Crisis Superman, and Strange Visitor Superman could defeat Goku. And then uh they said, oh no, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one they said they could defeat. Master Doctor Instincts. Um, Probably. Uh, Not really. He's not. So they only have God of Destruction, Regina. He's not. He has not mastered God of Destruction yet. Now Beerus maybe, but could Superman beat Beerus? Now it says Beerus likely wins against standard version Superman due to his Hakai erasure ability. I guess which Superman version can beat Beerus? Uh, it says Cosmic Armor Superman could beat Beerus, and Superman Prime. But could you imagine? What if they had, you know how they had Amazo in the DC comics? Imagine them sending Amazo over, and Amazo getting all adapting to every Dragon Ball Z character's powers. Damn, that'd be scary.
参ったねどうも。そいじゃあ一つ命をもらっておくとしよう。
Oh wow, I did not know that.
やめときなよ。おすすめしないな。
What I want to know is who would win between. Um, he did. I want to know who would win between regular Batman and Batman Absolute. No, Absolute Bat. Okay, so pretty much Absolute Batman was Batman that had no money. He still had both of his parents, but he ended up becoming this buff looking, Bane looking Batman. Yeah. And so pretty much if you want to make it technical, I think Joker in his universe was the Bruce. The Joker in that universe was the rich billionaire. Uh, uh yeah, but okay. Yes, prop against Batman, but I don't think the only thing about that is regular Batman couldn't beat the mhm. Yeah. Nope. Uh-uh. Nope. They said no. They said regular Batman would likely lose to Absolute Batman. They said because Absolute Batman operates with superhuman enhancement like Venom, more brutal tactics, a heavy. Oh, he's a good guy. But he has a heavily weaponized suit with integrated weapons and a philosophy of overwhelming force, where Prime Batman relies on peak human skill, tech, and strategies, but is ultimately limited by human physiologically, giving Absolute Batman the edge in raw power and combat effectiveness. Oh, and if you want to make it technical, if you want to make yeah, but to make it technical. Well, but you also want to make it technical. The more funny thing about Absolute Batman is, if you ever wonder about, so the emblem on his suit turns into an axe. We won't talk about that. Mm-hmm. Uh huh. Yep. Now, if you want to talk about Absolute Joker, uh, Absolute Joker scares me. That's all you need to know. Absolute Joker would be like Pennywise. Um, because Absolute Joker is uh yes, but he's actually met Absolute. He's met Absolute. Yes, he's met him, but something like that. So, so the Absolute Joker refers to a terrifying reality-bending version of the Joker in DC Absolute Universe. Um, abs- so, and the funny thing is, you want to know who actually made the Absolute Universe? Supposedly. Now, when I say supposedly, like it's always we know someone wrote the Absolute Universe, but so supposedly Darkseid created the Absolute Universe. Yeah, because he was trying to figure out a way to beat Batman, and exactly. But if you ever want to make it technical, if you ever want to know how big and tall Bane is in the Absolute Universe, damn, let's just say Bane is 16 feet tall in the Absolute. Is he?
ひょっとして酒蔵の主人かい？
So Absolute Bane is between 10 to 15 feet tall. Uh, well, it says Bane height varies greatly by versions. Some around 16 feet, some around 6 feet, and then others around 10 feet. But standard, he's 6'6".
こいつは隠しておいた今年最後の酒樽です。よければお持ちください。
ね、本当にいいのかい？
もちろんでございます。酒はまた作れますから。
So put it like this: if you ever wanna know some terrifying things about Absolute Joker, Absolute Joker made a suit out of babies.
それじゃありがたく頂戴するよ。だけどせめて樽の分は払わせておくれよ。樽がなきゃ来年おろすときに困っちゃうでしょ。
We're gonna talk about that.
助かります。こんなに。
いやー、こりゃいい樽だ。それじゃあね。
And in that universe, pretty much Joker looks like a giant lizard type thing. Let's terrifying lizard thing. Let's put it like that. Just to make you feel better. I'll show you a picture. This is things and nightmares. That's just all you need to know. I'll take this trash out here in a few seconds. Is that what I'm trying to do? Now where is Sir Dragon? I know. I was going to the app. I know. Okay. There you go.
時には思ってることを全部口に出してみるのも必要だよ。僕でも話くらいならいつでも聞いてあげられるからさ。
京楽隊長。
京楽隊長、今日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。ごちそうさまでした。
Yeah, because I remember they even made a joke. It was like all the Batmans in one room, and they're like, "What do we all have in common? Money." And we have no parents. And then the absolute Batman comes in and like, "Who are you? I'm you. I'm Bruce Wayne." And he's like, "Do you have money? No. Do you have parents? Yes. Get up out of here. We don't want you." Oh, there was. They said there was an alternate one where, there was an alternate DC universe where Batman grew up technically where Batman pretty much Bruce Wayne was like a Kryptonian kind. Well, so where it was like I forgot how they explained it. It was like an ancient time, and Superman's parents all took the spaceship. Then they landed, took over the civilization. Then they had Bruce Wayne. Just happened to Bruce Wayne as a kid. They adopted him and they gave him powers. It was interestingly weird. But we all know Superman's biggest threat is Batman. Like, it kind of reminded me of the Ninja movie where he was fighting Superman and Batman, and Superman rips the and he rips the pretty much the Batman's big armor suit off, and he's like, "Huh, you think you could take me?" And then he looks at Superman. He looks at Superman and says, "Do you think I You think I let you think I let you take the suit off me? I planned that." And he's like, "What do you mean? Do you think I just when you ripped it off? Do you think all these shards just randomly went in the specific places?" He's like, "Nah, bitch. I created a red sun barrier to trap you down here." And it's like, damn. Now, don't get me wrong. It's Batman without prep time. It's just an ass whooping waiting to happen, but we don't talk about that. But that's what Alfred comes to the hand. Because I remember the episode where Alfred was a Green Lantern. Good times. But you make it technical. We all know Alfred was one of the original Tibetan monks. We know this. He has to be, because uh-huh. See, Superman's like Frieza. Frieza didn't realize his potential until he actually trained. Superman could. No, Frieza didn't know his potential either. Actually, nope. Yes and no. But because in the manga, Frieza found a hyperbolical time changer, actually trained. Then he became Black Frieza, which then gave Goku and Vegeta a run for their money, because it's like, hey, we can't. Frieza became John Cena. You can't see this. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, true. I can see Superman training. But I remember the one person who underestimated Batman. What was it? Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel. He's like, Superman. He's like, Batman's just a regular guy. One punch, and you're dead. And they're like, there is nothing normal about Batman. And after Captain Marvel got his powers taken away, he's like, fine, I'll put you against some of the enemies I face on a regular basis. He's like, how do you face these people? He's like, these people are strong. I could barely face because he's like, I trained. There's nothing normal about me. Like, it actually reminds me of the good comic. It was old Batman, and he's fighting Superman. Da 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 da. Then he's like, "Hey, I can beat you, Batman." And he's like, "Okay." Then Superman got a little bit too cocky, etc., etc. And so what he did was he threw Batman into the sun. Um, little did he know, as he was throwing Batman into the sun, he actually looked. He scanned Batman's body and then realized Batman had laced his bones with kryptonite. So when Batman hit the sun, it turned the sun into kryptonite, which kind of killing Superman. Uh huh. And Batman died on top of Superman, but he was like, "You think you're better than me?" He's like, "I," because Batman even said, "I will sacrifice." Or it reminds me of the one comic where the one bad guy that found out who Batman's secret identity was, he tried to sell it to the bad guys, and the bad guys told the guy, we knew who Batman's secret identity was. How come you haven't went after him yet? He said, the day Batman stops becoming Bruce Wayne, it's it's the end for all bad guys because then he doesn't have to have a no kill rule. As he said Bruce Wayne. Nah, but if huh? Uh, not that particular. One of the other not one of the other Batmans. People who took up the Batman mantle has. But if Bruce Wayne has ever went away, then his definitely no kill rule goes out the window. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that would happen to. I wonder if the same thing would happen to Clark. Cause Superman has killed before. Well, not Superman. Well, not that particular Superman. Injustice, when Superman became Injustice Superman, he did. He definitely did. Especially when he lobotomized the Joker's brain. And then, well, no, yes, he lobotomized the Joker's brain. He killed Shazam. Uh, that was child murder. I'm like, damn. Well, I definitely want to see that. Tess Adams. Who? Captain. Okay, cause I was like, isn't Captain Falcon? I said, isn't Captain Falcon Marvel? Nah. My favorite thing was it was like a thing where it was Tony Stark and Batman arguing about money, how much money they have, and who was the better person with tech and stuff. And then when it came down to the money, there was like, I have more money than you, Tony Stark. He's like, no, I have more money than you. And then it was like, guess who enters the chat? No other than T'Challa. Be like, I got more money than both of y'all. And I'm just like, I forgot about that. Black Panther for the win. He's like, I got more money than both of y'all. And probably more tech than both of y'all. I'm like, oh yeah, that's correct. But in my opinion, if it came down to Batman and Iron Man, if for any reason Iron Man lost the suit, Batman got Tony on martial arts. Now, don't get me wrong, Batman has had help making most of his about 95% of his suits. We'll give him that. And Iron Man, not so much. Uh, but still, They are. Yeah, but I think also with Batman, he's like, but he's also like, but Batman's also like, why do I need to build my own suit when I got people who could do it for me? But if you make it technical, you want to know the best Batman movie that explains outright that people do not want Batman's identity to be broadcast. Remember, remember in the movie Dark Knight, where the one person who was working for Mr. Wayne elaborately said, "Oh, I know Batman's Bruce Wayne." Da 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 da. And he was going to go public, and they were ready to take him out for Bruce Wayne's identity to stay hidden. And but Bruce Wayne stepped in to save the guy. Good times. Yep. And it's funny because I forgot if the Joker or one of the it was either the Joker or one of the other henchmen was ready to take the guy out. Be like, bruh, because if you release his identity, Batman's gonna come after us now for good. He was like, I can't have that. I don't think I took a picture of the schedule, but I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I took a picture of the schedule. I don't know. But I know I know what I want from Olive Garden. Well, I guess luckily I do have the schedule. What's today, the 4th? Oh, yay! I do have next week's schedule. Huh. I didn't know I actually took a... Huh. Go figure. I don't usually take a picture of my schedule. I just happen to do that. Yay! I'm glad my coworker asked me if I had a picture of the schedule. Now, where's my coworker at? So I can... But yeah, I always have to have some type of variety of games to play, or I would lose my mind. Because it'd be these people the people. Okay, I can't say I hate people, but the people I hate the most are the ones that be like, "So why are you supporting a game that's putting out garbage?" I said, "Just because the game's garbage to you, don't mean it's garbage to me. I actually like this game. Just because you don't like it, don't mean shit." Um, and they'd be like, "But you're telling these game developers that they can that they can that they can put out just any old piece of crap." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm supporting them because I like the game." I'm like, "You don't have to like the game that I like." Like, just like how people didn't like the new Pokemon game, and I'm like, "Bro, I like the game. I loved it." Now, yes, they had a few things they could fix about the game, but overall, I like how they did the battling mechanics of the game. Because in a sense, it was difficult. Every now and then had you wanting to cuss out the game, but it was difficult to a degree because to have the battle mechanics instead of it being turn based, they had it like it had it kind of like open world. You have you have to actually target the thing pretty much exactly. And instead of saying, "Oh, once you run out of PP, once you run out of PP, you don't have no moves." No, it was you have to wait till your thing refills. And yes, I've gotten better at the multiplayer aspect of it finally. Until you just have that one person that comes in with an obscene Pokemon that's like, bruh. Like, it got so bad one time that it was four of us in the thing. This person came out on top with 16 wins, and I think I had like the rest of us had like three. Who was like, bruh, seriously? And don't get me wrong, I only do it for the uh, but it gets fun after a while. Now, don't get me wrong. I do hope at one point they do make another Dragon Ball Z game, similar to how they did Sparking Zero. But I hope they do, because Sparking Zero was based on the TV show. Well, canon TV show. I hope they make another one similar to it, but do like the Dragon Ball Z Heroes, where they had a bunch of non-canon stuff. Because that's what I want to see. Between that and the manga characters. Because if they make one based on the manga, then we would have like Ultra Ego, Golden Cooler, Golden Metal Cooler. Take your time. What is Vic talking about? Now he got me curious. What the hell he's talking about? So shut. What the fuck is he talking about? Oh, they do. They do got the collection. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Shut the. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Okay. That's what he was talking about. He's talking about the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, don't be wrong. I like playing Street Fighter and um. Actually, I think I'm about to get out of playing Street Fighter and Tekken anymore because it seems like every time I turn around, there's a battle. There's a there's like, oh, well, we're gonna release a season pass. Then it's like only a specific character, only a particular amount of characters. Then it's like, oh, we got a season pass 2, 3, and I'm like, bruh, stop doing that dumb shit. You either release the game or just don't. Like, stop holding back characters that. I get that's how they make their money nowadays, but I'm like, bruh. I know they're supposed to bring up Mega Man game back at some point. I forgot which one. Well, how long is this on sale? Because I might buy it myself. Sale ends. Actually, damn, that sale ends today. Shit, but tomorrow, today. Shit.
さすがは先生。
感心しておる場合か。宴の準備をするゆえ、お主らも少し手伝え。
Fuck.
今だから。先の遠慮。
あ、どうだ。
まだまだ山爺にはかないそうにないね。
Kind of wish I had the money now, but I do have the money, but I don't have the money to spend on that. Right too. I'm just looking forward to whenever I can get a Switch 2. And, yep, funny. My sister's birthday was today. Oh, yesterday. Oh, today. I forgot today is still. And don't get me wrong, I don't. Oh, Don't get me wrong, I don't remember how old my sister is, but you want to know the best battle I would love to see? I want to see a battle between Mewtwo and Shadow. Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. Well, a lot of people in the a lot of people think in the chat that Shadow claps both rounds. Uh,
最近働きっぱなしですよね。顔色も優れませんし。
but it depends.
お休みになられては。
Only way Shadow would actually win, if they got if Mewtwo and Shadow both have all their powers, then it might be a struggle. And when I say no, if Mewtwo has all his powers, what I mean is if they let Mewtwo tap into his okay, so in Pokemon, Mewtwo has two Mega Forms. Mewtwo has the okay, so his Y form is just strictly psychic. His X form is fighting psychic. So yeah. But then you also have Shadow too. Shadow's like if Shadow goes Super Shadow, then I don't know. That's a good question. Nope. Put all Shadow.
いやそんな顔色で言われてもって本当に大丈夫？なんかふらついてるわよ。ちょっと寝不足なだけで全然大丈夫。
Base form with that speed, cast control.
今お茶を。いいわよ。ちょっと立ち寄っただけだし、長居するつもりは。
Super Shadow, Hyper Shadow. Okay. Because, so Shadow has a bunch of forms too. Shadow has Super Shadow, Hyper Shadow. No Inhibitor Ring State. Black Arm / Wing Form. Hero / Dark Shadow. Chaos Form and Super State. And his, yeah. And then his Hyper Shadow form is pretty much Shadow, and goes beyond his Super Shadow form, and then he removes the rings on his wrist. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
頭が急激に冴え渡ってきました。体も熱くなってきて、今なら何でもできそうな気がします。よかった。その調子でさっさと仕事をやっつけて、今日は早めに休むのよ。はい、お気遣いありがとうございました。蘭菊さんからの思いのこもった贈り物を無駄にしないためにもバリバリやってやるぜ。 最初は調子が良かったのにどんどん体が重く体が動かねえ。それに声もまさかドリンクの副作用か。 隊長代理、ここ3日ほど崩されていた。あれからそれで、はい。
But to be honest, if reality, I know this thing does say Mewtwo would win, but I think Mew could beat Mewtwo. Yeah.
メノスグランデ報告と違うじゃないか言ってでも仕方がねえ
Why?
他の大使を下がらせろ俺がやる
That's what I said. Nope. Actually, no. It says Mew can beat Mewtwo. It says Mew often having unpredictable moves and balanced stats, while Mewtwo uses his high raw power, especially with Mega Evolutions. Mew's potential is higher due to its genetic ancestry and ability to learn almost anything, making it a versatile fighter that can exploit Mewtwo's weakness with the right moveset. Because you make it technical, Mew can actually learn almost anything. And that kind of goes too if you ever I don't know if you ever actually looked at Pokemon, Mew is actually able to learn the move Transform too. He's able to add a couple other moves, a lot of other moves, which I'm like, bruh. I'm like, you let Mew learn Transform? That's funny. Yep. Yeah, have someone watching. One is the loneliest person watching that you ever seen. Two can just be as lonely as one.
提案をしてるんじゃねえ。お前は何でも一人で抱え込みすぎですが、その言葉、隊長にもお返ししますよ。お互いさ。
Boops!
で、お前はいつまでそこにいるつもりだ
I got 7 credits that I need to freaking use.
あらやだ、バレてましたか？
足りめえだ。お前の気配くらいすぐわかる。それより、こいつに何か乱撃
周平、
And that's how we know that certain anime was not for kids.
むしろ、周平、潔はお二人とも自分を気遣ってくれる人が周りに。
Because I could hear parents now arguing, well, why does this anime show females with big bazungas? I'm like, okay, stop asking questions. Well, technically, it showed it way before 2026. But we don't talk about that. Well, it was more or less teach your kids what to watch and not to watch.
お隣さんやな、仲良し。おい。ごめん先生、ちょっと便所。
すまん。
ああ、いや、仮面か。思ってたまんまや。ありがとな、石田。こんなやつ、いつの間にかボロボロでさ。
それじゃあ僕はこれで失礼する。
まあ、ちょっと待て、石田。
黒崎くんたちの。
石田。ああ、いや。
おかしなよ。
改めて冷圧を探って初めて気がついた。石田のやつ、クイーンシーのいやだ、もう嫌だこんな生活。お外に出たいや。プリンプリンの女子と触れ合い。
So the real pervert is the lion that can transform into Ichigo.
ゆずたちに聞こえるだろ。
これがさ、姉さんがいた頃は閉じ込められててもなんの。
しつけえぞ。もういいから黙って寝ろ。おい、いい加減な。じゃあな、帰ってくるまでよろしく頼むぜ。バタバタ暴れんじゃねえぞ。いいな。
了解。ごい。さーて、夜とはいえ久々の外だ。悪さ。
よし、こんなとこか。てめえ、開こう。そいつは残白刀か。あんまし騒ぎなや、黒崎。お前みたいな冷圧のやつがそない簡単にざわついたらあかん。世界に響いて感づかれるで。感づかれる。誰にやと。そこまで言わな分かれへんのか、ボケが。てめえ、開こう。そいつは残白刀か。何者だてめえ。あんまし騒ぎなや、黒崎一号。お前みたいな冷圧のやつがそない簡単にざわついたらあかん。世界に響いて感づかれるで。ひよったな。開こう。何者だお前。見てみ言わんこっちゃない。お前が冷圧ガタガタ刺しよるから。てめえは誰だって聞いてんだよ。難儀なやっちゃな。そない俺が何者か気になるのかい。てめえを切るぜ。
Yeah.
しゃあないの。ほれ、よう見。これなんや。
ォローの仮面。
せや、残白刀にフォローの仮面、もうわかるやろ。俺は死神からフォローの領域言うたやろ。仲良うしてや。俺はバイザーロ、お前の同僚や。俺らんとこへ来い、イチゴ。お前はそっち側におるべき人間やな。
なんだこのレアツ。しかももう一個のバカでかいのは。
フォローの方も今頃気づいてんのか。ほんまに大丈夫なんかこいつ。しかしこのもう一個のレアツ、知らんやつやな。誰や。待てこら、どこ行くねんイチゴ。まだ俺の
断る。
まだ
いいんだよ話の内容なんか。おめえらの言うバイザードってのがどんな組織だろうが、俺はおめえらの仲間になる気はねえんだからよ。俺は死神だ。おめえらの仲間じゃねえ。
もしもし、平子やけど、猿垣さんの携帯ですか。すまん、失敗。しゃあないやろ。どうせ時間の問題や。気長に行こう。
He lives.
フォローか。食うかこいつ。なんてレアつだ。だが問題はない。クインシーの能力はなくしはしたが、フォローの襲撃に備えて手を打っていなかったわけじゃない。レンゼフォルメルベントイグラールハイゼン。修行の合間に霊力を溜め込んでおいた銀刀。
やれやれ、無様な姿だな、ブリュ
あんたは龍拳。
父親の名を呼び捨てか。相変わらずだな、ブリュ
Huh, that's funny.
どういうことだよ。
Like, father. Damn.
どうしてあんたがクインシーの能力を。あんたあんなにクインシーを毛嫌いしてたじゃないか。だからクイン
だからお前はバカだと言ったろう。私には興味がない。お前には才能がない。あいにくと私の能力はお前のように簡単に消え去るような代物じゃ。石田龍拳、好むと好まざる
Getting tired, sir?
それが先代石田宗拳から全ての力と技術を継承し、最後のクイーンただ一人の男の名だ。ウリュ、お前は未熟だ。未熟なままソウルだが、私ならお前のその失信じられないか。だが事実ただし、
なんだ。
今後一切死神には関わらんとじ。
Snake strings attached. Yep, I understand completely. Actually, hear myself gotta go up. Stuff.
ちょっと夜遊びしたぐらいでなんであんな奴に追いかけられなきゃいけねえんだ。
なぜ逃げる黒崎一号。さっさと死神の姿に戻れ。
Get this trash taken out shortly. Just that.
そうか、あいつは俺のことイチゴだと思って。チキシャー、チキシャー、チキシャー、なんで俺ばっかり。なんだあいつ。フォローさんよ、悪いが今ちょっとイチゴは留守でね。代わりと言っちゃなんだが、俺と遊んでいかねえか。悪い悪い、自己紹介が黒崎一心だ。
黒崎、そうか、お前黒崎一号の
親父だよ。おれ、隠れてろコン。俺の名前まだ。いつから俺がイチゴじゃねって最初からだよ。
なるほど、親が死神ということは黒崎一号は心血か。ならばわしが奴に遅れを取ったことにも特殊じゃない心とやら黒崎一号だせ。
知らんよ、うちは放任主義でね。
Oh yeah.
それに
It's funny, as you just mentioned, Ichigo's father. It was a scene where his father saves him. And he's like, oh, if you're Ichigo's father, that means he's a fool. It's like, yeah.
仮面を外し、
I realize putting everything in Japanese sounds a lot better. It's like I'm watching the anime all over again without.
基本から教えといてやろう。隊長クラスの死神は全員残白刀のサイズをコントロールしてるんだよ。でね、覚えとけ。
So I wonder is I wonder if Ichigo's father is in the playable.
言うほど恨んじゃいねえんだよ。俺がこのにそいつは俺のいてねえよ。息子さん。
Because if he's playable, I want to play again.
バイザードだ。近術をいや何十年若アイゼン、あいつがレベル今でそして
なんとかしましょう。いずれにしろこの事態だ。敵味方はともかくとしてみんな動きますよ。ファイあたしソウルス
俺はそっち
今死に近
ちょっと
開く。お前
もうおりちお前俺
来たか。
力
それ
誓います。
何あなたにサロ
さあ
前
すいません。なんだ。
そう
gotta figure out if I can play as the goat. Let's see. Awesome. See something. Offline training. Do they have Ichigo's father as playable characters? The question. That's right. I don't think they do. Well, hopefully later on down the line they'll have his father as a playable character. But then again, another one of my favorite characters has to go to Grimjo. Grimjo. One with the blue hair. The one with the blue hair and looked like he was wearing blue eyeshadow. The one that when he went hollow, he looked like he had Super Saiyan 3 hair, but he had like a full hollow suit. Yeah. I love him. Anywho. Back to my story. I wonder, that makes me wonder, could some of the not Bleach characters beat the pirates from One Piece? Gotcha. Especially like Whitebeard versus see, Ichigo's like Goku sometimes. He shows up when you really need him. It's like, bruh. Sometimes. I can. Oh, Evolution, bitch.
す手間が省けたってわけだ。
シャドウの右腕をやったのはてめえか。もらうぜ、てめえの右腕。シャドウの右腕をやったのはてめえか。もらうぜ、てめえの右腕。
バカが。だからペスキスを鍛えろと言うんだ。相手の力量も計らん。しかしあのガキ、ヤミーのイエローを切り裂く挽回を手に入れて間もないと聞くが、相当な冷圧コートだ。
まだ立ってられるのかよ。見た目通りタフだな。
ずいぶん苦戦してるな。変わってやろう。
うるせえ。
おいおい、こんな奴相手に残白。
うるせえっつって。
残白と割れたホローの壁。
行くぜ。
同類か。平子や俺とクソ来やがった。消えろ消えろ消えろ消えろ消えろ。俺はてめえの。
うるせえよ。
Put the hollow mask on, bitch.
拒否したら今度は俺の邪魔するってわけか。
妙だ。しかもより高い時に。
終わりだ。
Put the hollow mask.
どうも遅くなっちゃってすいません。
なんだ、次から次へと邪魔くせえで割って入るってことは。
バカが。頭に血を上げすぎだヤミー。こいつらは浦原喜助と四方位引くぞ。
逃げる気か。
らしくない挑発だな。貴様らふさしあなたが目。
See, but just like Ichigo, Goku, they get too cocky. It's like, bruh.
で、こっちで。
知らない。
いや、ほら。泣く。
ガタガ。
じゃあうるせえぞお前ら。着いたぞこの辺。
おーす。元気かイチゴ。
レンジ一角弓使乱撃さん投じろ。
室ヶ谷隊長だ。
お前らなんでこっちに。
上の目。
あらん。
乾け。
ルキア。
久す。
ルキア。
なんだそのふぬけた顔は。
ちょなんだルキア。おいどこ。
やっぱりこうなったわね。
そうっすね。
うるさい。いいから黙って走れ。見えたぞ。
ほら。
何をしている。
うるせえな。言われな。
どうした。
うるせえ。
知っておるぞ貴様。 にやられてから一度も死神化しておらぬだろう。何を恐れておるのだ。敗北が恐ろしいか、仲間を守れぬことが恐ろしいか、それとも貴様の内なるフォローが恐ろしいか。敗北が恐ろしければ強くなればいい。仲間を守れぬことが恐ろしければ強くなって必ず守ると誓えばいい。内なるフォローが恐ろしければそれすら叩き潰すまで強くなればいい。他の誰が信じなくともただ胸を張ってそう叫べ。私の心にいる貴様はそういう男だ、イチコ。
切るぜ。
それでいい。やればできるではないか。
うるせんだ。
Hmm.
こっちにその
井上、俺は次は
よかありがとうか。
久しぶりだな。
俺は
うるせ。何がいいでは。うるせ。
待ちね。そいつ
狭いな。それに地味な部屋。そう、男の子の部屋にしちゃ整理されてていいじゃない。
ほらてめえ。
アランカルは仮面を外し、フォローと死神2つの力を手に入れたフォローの一団だ。今まで数も少なく未完成だったが、そこに宝玉を持ったアイゼンが接触することで生体のアランカルが誕生した。そこで山
違う。
動けるんで、そしたら乱菊さん
ピクニックが。
ともかくてめえは確実にそのアイゼンに目つけられてるってことだ。黒崎一。
窓が
本気で。あ、一つ目はギリアン。メノスの中の数も
あいつが
こい。二つ目は数の、そして数はそれだけは。
Hmm.
ただいまおかなるはい
大体闇それ
よすぐあい確かにだからそうありがとう
ね
な
もう
お前が
俺当てが気遣い。どこと
りあえず
そ
裏腹
ねえ、ま、アホか。
でそれでね、いやちょっとだ。誰だ。
そうだ。
いや
そう。
口木さんあんた口木さんなく学校。
バカな子、そのままやって逃げずに。
あら
弱
わりましたね。
揃ったか。
ここへ
スタート。一匹。このレアツ。
わか
こっちに。
いや
どういう
レアツら
でかい。上等だ。
隊長
セント
外れかどうか。
そんな。
チャドいいから。
あ、お前に任せ。
無事だったかサド。
イチゴ、お前はもう、俺はも
さあルキアか。
ああ
何も。
下がれ一
何って。
私に任せて下がれと言ったのだ。肩に力が入りすぎ。戦う前からそれでは落とさぬ命まで落とす羽目になるぞ。
ルキア、お前死神の。
驚いたか。私に死神の力が戻らなかったのは浦原のあの義骸のせいだった。義骸を脱いで霊視に。
ルキ。
そういうわけなのでおとなしく下がっててくださいぴょん。
なんだてめえは。
女性死神に一番人気の技根がチャッピーだ。私が
マジ。
アランカルディエッセイス。ディロイだ。
13番隊。
まあ言わなくていいぜ。これから皆殺しにする連中の名前なんかいちいち聞いてたらキリねえからな。
なるほど。ならばせめて刀の名だけでも覚えていくといい。刀の名だけでも覚えていくといい。染めの舞突きしろ。残念だったな。
残念だったな死神。俺の本来の戦場は空中なんだよ。地面を凍らせるその剣は空中戦には対応できねえ。死ね。
残念だったな。袖の白雪は地面を凍らせる剣ではない。この円にかかる天地の全てが袖の白雪の氷結領域だ。刀の名だけでも覚えていくといい。染めの舞突きしろ。残念だったな。
ルキア、お前。
無論だ。
お前そのザ
袖の白だぴょん。
台無しだよ。
ルキア様は本だから
ある。
そう朽木白夜様だぴょん。
だから台無し。
いつまでや。
なんだディロイのやつはやられちまっ。仕方ねえ。んじゃ俺が二人まとめてぶっ殺すしかねえな。アランカル・セスタグリム城だ。よろしくな死神。
Hmm.
おっと、探す手間が省け
Uh,
た。そっちから来てくれて嬉しいぜ。
弓近、こいつは俺に譲れ。
言うと思った。いいよ。
てめえらは運がねえ。俺に当たったばっかりに、ここで転げ回って死ぬしかねえんだからな。
おい、名をまだ聞いてなかったな。でかいの。
おう、俺か。俺はアランカルトレッセ。よそう。俺から殺すやつ。
そうか。
おう、
殺す相手には名を名の戦いにさら。てめえは名乗る必要はねえ。
10%. Let me get this
三世。
trash taken out. Well, I can do it in the morning, but I don't feel like
起
it.
きろ。これが俺ら。アランカ。確か、アラスムは。どうだ。残白島を解放したアランカルの戦闘能力は数倍に跳ね上がる。お前ごときの冷圧じゃ受け止めることもできんだろう。おう、
こちら11番隊綾瀬川弓近。敵の破壊能力が予想を超えて増大した。まだらめ一角の半径300圏の空間凍結を頼む。多数のコンパクが巻き込まれる可能性がある。建造物に関しては通常通り出撃量から引いていい。コンパク保護を最優先だ。他の敵に関しても同様の力の増大が予想される。筆ヶ谷藤四郎、松本蘭菊、あばらい蓮司、朽木瑠希也、黒崎一護、すべて同様の空間凍結を。それからまだらめ一角の体操の用意。
もう諦めろ。戦士にとって時には諦めも美徳だ。お前はよく戦った。粉々に叩き潰すまではしたかねえ。
まさかここまで力の差があるだな。しょうがねえ。今なら他の連中も自分の敵だけで手一杯で気づかれることもねえだろう。よく見とけよ。そんで誰にも言うんじゃねえぞ。避けろポーズキラレ。しょうがねえ。今なら気づかれることもねえだろ。こんなとこで使う気なんかなかったのによ。挽回デーモンホーズキラレ。
Damn, that's sexy as fuck.
挽回だと。すげえじゃねえか。
政治はやめろよ。まだてめえが感心するほどの冷圧は出ちゃいねえはずだ。すげえかどうかは死んでから決めろ。
そんなのか。妙だ。残白とさっきより冷圧が上がっている。
気がついたみてえだな。ほおずき丸は俺と違ってのんびり屋でな。せっかく挽回してやってもほとんど眠ったままなんだよ。こいつが目を覚まし始めると竜の彫り込みが少しずつ赤く染まる。竜が全て赤く染まってくそ。
まだらめ。
生きてると思ってたよ一角。
当たり前だ。
Hmm. Mm. Okay.